Good morning, everybody. I'm Tom Gray, and welcome to the 7th Beltec Conference. If you're new to Beltec, you're very welcome. And if you're an old hand, it's great to see you back with us. Now, if you're an old hand, you'll know that I usually just recycle my intro with a few necessary changes. Not this time, though. Since we last saw each other, it's been a pretty wild ride. And to quote Amy Mann, everything's different now. When we started planning Beltec 20, it was a totally different world. Sure, the topics of cloud native, machine learning, and connected systems were relevant before COVID, but we couldn't have known how vital they, particularly cloud services, would have been in making lockdown and the COVID response better, more tolerant than it might have been the case even a decade or two ago. And this means that the industry we work in has been more resilient than some, and that brings with it a responsibility to contribute to the efforts to solve and minimize the impact that the pandemic and its cascade of effects has brought to our communities. Moreover, in the current environment, we have a responsibility to ensure that our technology and how it's applied, insofar as possible, contributes to making our economy and society fairer and better for everybody. So hopefully over the next few days, you'll have a chance to learn some new things, take part in some interesting discussions, and to reflect on the place of technology in our current environment. So the agenda we put together in January is largely intact. And with the acceleration of use of cloud and machine learning, it's even more relevant today. I'd like to thank all our presenters for sticking with us and giving their time at this uncertain moment. Once we realized that we weren't likely to be able to get everybody in a conference hall anytime soon, Ashleen Events pulled out all the stops to move Beltec online. So thank you very much for that, Conla and team. One of the things that has changed is that we're running the event over a number of days rather than just one. Software engineering with a cloud native lens will be happening Monday and Tuesday, and that's going to be followed by AI on Wednesday, and a broad IoT and connected systems theme will run on Thursday. Now, I'm actually quite delighted about this because it means that you no longer have to pick a stream. You can attend everything, and you're very welcome to do so. Conversely, feel free to drop in and out as your schedule allows or your interests suggest. Regardless of the sessions you view, I'd encourage you to contribute to the discussion via chat or on social media. Our hashtag is Beltec20, and we'll keep an eye out for the discussions and we'll try and address where we can. Now, before I kick off in earnest, I'd like to thank all the speakers and of course our dedicated chairs who gave significantly of their time in pulling together these tracks. So I'd like to thank Peter Farrell, who looked after software engineering, Austin Tanney and Fiona Brown for AI, and Bill Wilson for IoT and connected environments. So thank you very much all. And of course, our generous sponsors, without whom we wouldn't be able to run an event like this. They were exceptionally generous with both their money and their time, and we really appreciate that in this current environment. So our sponsors are Allstate, Belfast City Council, Explio, Hayes Recruitment, Kainos, Options, Uno Square, and WorkPlus. And finally, Niavac and their tech team, and Ashleen Events, and of course, Conla. So that's really me. Beltec 20 is open for business, and I'll hand over to Diane Dodds, the Minister for Economy, to say a few words of welcome.